Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Maraja, and as you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be emotional self-care. So if you guys watched my first video, I just went over the main self-cares, and I'm pretty sure there are different other self-cares or whatnot, but these are just main ones that I read about and I wanted to talk about because majority of these I have done or I'm finna do, and so on and so forth. Okay, so today we're talking about emotional self-care. So emotional self-care involves awareness of your feelings and emotions and dealing with stress positively and cultivating a sense of compassion, kindness, and love for ourselves and others. Okay, so you guys, that definition came from the blissful mind. Okay, and then y'all guys know. Okay, so for when I read these going down and whatnot, these all came from Miss T Positive, but the only reason why I'm reading these is because when I came across these are tips that I used when I first started doing my emotional self-care journey, just my self-care journey in general. I use these, like, literally how she listed these is exactly what I used. Okay, setting healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries will determine the acceptable behavior of others around you, as well as how you will react when someone attempts to cross these limitations. Okay, set these boundaries with everybody. Okay, your family, yes, set them. You tell them what you're not comfortable with. You tell them you tell them what you don't like them doing. You don't like, space. Set all them boundaries. You don't like being touched, tell them, let them know, these are my boundaries. I'm not comfortable with that. You don't owe them an explanation, first off, too, as well. Let me go ahead and tell you, you don't owe anybody explanation. Those are your boundaries and you're setting them, and that's just that. And if they don't want to respect that, cut them off. Be done. Okay, you don't respect my boundaries, you're at family member's house, I'm leaving. You don't respect my boundaries on Facebook, family member, friend, stranger, blocked, unfollowed. You don't respect my boundaries at work or whatever, I'm not fucking dealing with that. Like, at the end of the day, it's like we always arguing and fighting and shit at work. Like, nah, go ahead, let that be known. Let the fucking your boss know and all this other shit. So-and-so's not respecting my personal physical boundaries. This nigga's touching me. This bitch is arguing with me. And if they don't do nothing about it, you do something about it. Plain and simple, you feel me? Set all these boundaries. They can respect it or leave it the fuck alone. Like, if they don't want to respect it, you don't have access to me. You don't gotta talk to me. I don't gotta talk to you. Plain and simple, you don't exist. You're at work, you're a co-worker, and that's it. We'll talk about nothing but work. Don't ask me nothing else. A family member, you will not speak to me until you apologize about you not respecting my boundaries, and so on and so forth. Set those boundaries with everyone. Okay, especially with your kids. If you have kids, set your bound. I have my boundaries with my kids. My kids do not have to hug nor kiss anyone that they do not want to hug and nor kiss. If my child is screaming and hollering when you try to pick them up and give them a hug, you will put them the fuck down. No one whoops my kids without my fucking permission. You whip my kid without my permission, you will not fucking talk to my kid ever fucking again. Plain and simple. Set those boundaries. Learn to say no. It will give you a sense of empowerment while also actively helping you in preserving your relationships. This one is a toughie for a lot of people, especially really nice people who are used to helping everybody with everything. You feel me? Say no. You got to think. If you're helping everyone and you're not helping yourself, you're putting yourself in predicaments to be in trouble and need help, and then nobody's there to help you because you've already gave and so on and so forth, and now you're in a predicament. I'm gonna give y'all a tough pill to swallow, but it's your fault. You know what you can help with and you know what you can't help with. don't exceed that. Okay, if you know that, if you're known to be the family member that is always letting everyone use money, you know, you let them borrow money, you borrow money, but you don't ever ask for it back, or you don't ever press anybody to pay you back and stuff like that, you're known as the family member that's going to give you money, and you don't press them about paying them back, so you will be that family member. But at the end of the day, you end up being the person who ends up needing it. You end up needing it for something, you end up needing it for your kids, you end up needing it for yourself. You got to start saying no. You got to think, I'm not in a position to help. I can't do it. Because once you're stuck in that position where you need money and now no one can help you, that's nobody's fault but your own. You don't have to help everyone. You have to remember, we are all grown at this point. I can understand somebody legitimately struggling, you know, and, you know, just need help in general. But I have to also look at people who don't have good financial, you know, sense to take care of their bills and their food before they go party, before they go drink, before they go buy weed and stuff like that. People who put that shit first and then are looking for someone else to help them pay their bills. I'm like, hold on. The fuck? Didn't you just buy weed? Didn't you just buy alcohol? Didn't you just do this and this and no. I'm not helping you. It's not my responsibility. Okay? It's hard. This one is a tough one to get through. I promise you it is, because I was the family member that used to help everyone with money whenever I can. I was the family member that I was 15, 16, helping with bills and stuff like that, and just thought it was the normal thing to do. Like, oh, here's money for this and here's money for that. Now, if I wasn't like that and I just knew to save my money, I would have had so much money saved up from the time I was 15 till now. I'm 23, and I've given way more money than I feel like that I make. You feel me? But okay, so the next one, accept. The key to dealing with negative events is to accept them as they are, and it will save you a great deal of time and trouble. Most definitely this. I know it's a tough one, because it's like with the human brain, we are set on default. Like just a default, I'm pissed off, I'm angry, I can't get over what happened. I can't believe that happened. Why did that happen? It's so fault. You feel me? And I'm gonna use this as an example. You feel me? I lost my job. I got fired from my job when I was pregnant. I felt like it was wrongful termination, but instead of just doing what I needed to do, accepting the event that happened and filing my claim and applying for another job and trying to get a job application, I literally bitched and complained about that every fucking day for like a week. You feel me? And where did that get me? At the end of that week, just sitting there bitching and wasting time, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Bitching, complaining, arguing. That time I could have accepted it, filed my claim, moved on, and did what I had to do and focused on other stuff. Now, because of that, because I couldn't get out of the event that happened, I couldn't accept what happened, I was like on freaking default reset every fucking day. I was pissed off. I can't believe that fucking happened. I started off my day negative thinking about that shit because I did not let it go. I did not accept it. Accept it. You can't change what happened. You gotta accept it. It happened. It's fucked up. You can't change it. Let it go. What do I need to do moving forward? Okay? I know I need a job. I know I need to make some money. So I need to put some applications out. Put some applications, make some phone calls, get an interview, and need to do what I need to do without the week. Now, after I get that set up, I can, within that same week too, file my claim and do what I need to do from whatever happened with the previous job. If I want to take that legal action, usually I don't care. I quit a job. And just don't argue with nobody or whatever. This is the first time I've ever been fired. And then been fired while I'm pregnant. Like, you feel me? You guys take those steps. Take those steps. And I know, like, these are only a few tips, but I promise you these little few tips is gonna be a hard one for a lot of people to get through. Because like I said, we are human. We are set on default, and like, it's way easier to be negative than it is to look at stuff in a positive outcome, especially accepting a situation that's really fucked up that happened and you feel like it should not happen to you. Okay. Allow yourself to let go. Simply allow yourself to let go of the thing that no longer serves you. Otherwise, it'll hinder you and hinder your growth. Yeah, like I feel like that falls along the lines with accept it, but you know, yeah, like let it go. When I say it affects your growth, it really does. Like I said, I spent the week being negative and being angry, and best believe that caused arguments within my household, that caused me to be irritable towards my family members and stuff like that because of the situation that was going. It just set me back. It set me back to somebody I did not want to be. There was no point in it. Like I said, at the end of the day, it left me to just waste time for a whole week when I could have been doing something. Now, I know it's hard to apply some of these to certain events, but you got to think about in depth about this situation and where you want to go from it. How do you want to feel afterwards, and what are the steps that you can take to not feel the way that you're currently feeling. Okay, the next one and last one is self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness is essential for moving ahead in life in a healthier way. Yes, most definitely. I feel like when it comes to self-forgiveness, I feel like people do need to forgive themselves about a lot of stuff. There's a lot of guilt people hold in, and guilt is a motherfucker that holds a lot of people back. I feel like, especially when people pass away, I feel like the first things people think is, oh, I didn't talk to them, or oh, I didn't spend enough time with them, or oh, I argued with them about this, and they have that guilt. And they just can't forgive themselves for not doing those things. You feel me? And it's like, you gotta go back up to the number 3. Accept what has happened. You cannot change it. You can sit there and think about what you could have and what you did do and what you didn't do, but you can't change it. So what is it doing for you right now? It's not doing nothing but making you upset. It's not doing nothing but putting you in a hole. It's making you depressed. It's taking a part of you. You have to accept it, allow yourself to let it go, and forgive yourself. We are human. Things happen. Unexpected things happen. Like I said, fucked up things happen that we feel like that should not happen to ourselves. But we're going to react in the most human way. We are emotional creatures. We have these emotions for a reason. You feel me? So, and when I'm talking about these things, especially like letting it go, I'm 110%, I'm not saying don't be emotional, don't go, don't express those. I'm saying don't stay in that same spot for too long. Because that's how you get in that depressive hole, not coming out of it. 110%, it is okay to grieve. It's okay to be angry. Like, these are fucked up things that happen. It's okay to be scared and have all these different types of emotions. It's okay to express those emotions, most definitely. I'm not telling you to ever not feel those emotions and suppress them, because nothing good happens when you suppress those emotions. And I will tell you that firsthand, because that's what I used to. I'm like, I never liked crying. I'm not crying because people are gonna look at me like a crybaby or that's weak. Like I feel like that's like a number one thing with a lot of families. Like crying is a sign of weakness. And I'll tell you this right now, I feel like not crying and not showing your emotion, if that's a sign of weakness. You are holding back from these emotions that you need to let out, and that'll make you feel so much better. No matter how much you don't want to feel it, letting it out feels a lot better than letting it build up and then you exploding. Because when that happens, the worst outcomes come out of that. You feel me? Fights, physical fights, you know, yelling at your kids, and you might take it out on the wrong person is what I'm saying. You feel me? It is okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to go through these things. I'm just saying, don't stay there too long because it never results to anything good. Okay? Like, we are all human. We are all going through these things. And I want everyone to know that it's okay. Male, female, like, yeah, everybody. Like, come on. It is okay to go through these things. We are human, y'all. Like, people be expecting us not to go through these emotions, to toughen it out, be strong, don't show your emotion. Like, you a strong person for not showing your emotion and stuff like that. Like, no, that's toxic. Okay? That makes me an angry person. Holding my emotion in, it makes me very angry. It makes me very explosive to the point where I explode and I become somebody I don't want to become. So if I'm feeling like I gotta cry, I'm gonna go ahead and cry. You can call me a crybaby all you fucking want to, but I feel better. I don't feel depressed. I'm not having a battle within myself. You feel me? You guys, if you feel like you don't know where to go, like, and how to address these emotions, or you feel like you can't be vulnerable with some people, I know this is like really weird because y'all probably don't want to, but I'm here to talk to. Okay, if I gotta message y'all on social media, on Facebook or on Instagram, and if I do have the time, because I am currently in school for life coaching, I will talk to you. Okay, I'm like I'm here, like, this is like what I used to always say this. I'm not here to judge you, I'm here to love you. Okay, I feel like we need more love than, you know, people give us. Is like we're set up to fail, and we're just expected to, you know, act a certain way, feel a certain way, do certain things, and then when we feel these ways, people are on us and they're judging us. You feel me? Like, oh, you're a mother or you're a father and you're upset about being tired, you had kids, you did this. Look, we're not allowed to be tired. Like, yeah, we had kids, but it's going to get frustrating. It's going to get depressing sometimes. You're going to get tired and so on and so forth. It's a process. So we're not allowed to feel those things. You're most definitely allowed to feel those things. Because if I'm just going to hold it in, I already done told y'all what that leads to. Holding it in becomes really bad and becomes explosive. And you get to yelling, and then you feel bad for yelling at your kid. Or, you know, people that whoop their kids might whoop them too hard because they're angry. And that's what they say. Like, you know, you're responding. When you respond to your kid's behavior, most of the time when you lash out, it's really just your emotion. Just, you don't know how to deal with it. You feel me? Like, I want everyone to get to a point where, you know, where instead of we're sitting here judging each other, like, okay, why do you feel this way? You don't need to feel that way, and this and this and this. Like, no, it's okay. It is okay. I know I said earlier that you have to take responsibility for certain stuff, like putting yourself in certain predicaments or whatever. That's true. You do have to accountability for putting yourself in certain predicaments, but I'm not telling you that it's not okay to feel however you're feeling. Like, yeah, you can feel however you feel. Like I said, it's fucked up that what happened, but you have to accept what happened and let it go. I have to be blunt. I can't sugarcoat this shit. I can't, because the more people sugarcoat stuff, it's the more people don't take it seriously. Like, oh, well, maybe I can still, you know, and then you're still in the same predicament. So I know this video is a little long. I try not to do, I don't know if I want to do anything longer than 20 minutes when it comes to these videos. I want to try to keep them short, but I want to try to get as much information in them as I can, because, you know, these videos are purely off of my observation when it comes to stuff and my perspective when it comes to a lot of things as well. I know a lot of these things may not help people, and a lot of people probably cannot follow through with these, but if they can, you know, I'm glad. I would want to try to help anybody in any way possible. So if y'all guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have anything you want to comment, you feel me, like, I will respond to it, and, like, you know, I'll try to keep off negative feedback or anything that people reply to your comments and whatnot. And like I said, if you want to talk to me or vent to me about anything, I am here to talk, most definitely. Mothers and stuff like that, I'm not trying to be, you know, like, oh, guys, don't message me and stuff like that. Guys, y'all can go ahead and message me, but it's like, I try to do my best with putting myself in other people's shoes, but at the same time, I'm not a guy, so I have to go into on depth on, you know, from a male perspective of things when it comes to certain situations. You feel me? Like, I'm educating myself all the way thoroughly, and I had to ask my boyfriend a lot from his point of view of things as well. So I hope this was an okay video. I hope I didn't ramble too long. I hope that this helped y'all in some type of aspect, and I hope going forward I make some good videos for y'all, okay? And I'm open to constructive criticism. Don't just be a fucking asshole, but like, if you be like, okay, this was okay, but if you talk too long, or this didn't make sense, so on and so forth, I'm open to it. You feel me? I want to know. I need to know what I need to do to make my videos better, and how I need to go about when I talk. Okay, because I know I'm really good at rambling. That's why I try to take my notes so I stay on topic. You see, that's not a lot of notes. Like, see, my notes are pretty plain and simple, but you see, I've done talked for like 20 minutes. You feel me? Because I added on to each thing. You feel me? So if you did watch to the end of this video, thank you so much. I might be doing a giveaway when I get to a certain amount of subscribers. I don't know if I should do a 50 subscriber giveaway or a 100 subscriber giveaway. I feel like since I'm at 30, I should do a 50 subscriber giveaway. Like, that'll be my first small giveaway on the channel. Then do 100, and then go up with the prizes from there. But I'll have more information on that later if I decide to do that. But thank you so much for watching this video. Give me a like and a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all guys in the next video.